How's it going, YouTube? My name's Nick Novak. Welcome back to the Hidden Spring Ranch YouTube channel. We have a lot in store today. First things first is we're gonna grain these bottle calves. I fed them their bottle this morning. And so we'll give them their grain right now. Just got my little feed room here. Nothing fancy. It's just a little feed room that was here in the barn that we bought, and works pretty good. I'll give you guys a little look at it from the outside in. But yeah, we're gonna feed them some grain. Then we'll head over to the big pasture, grab the Jeep, drive over there, turn the water on. We need to move the hay wagon up. As you guys can see, it's a muddy mess. It froze last night for the first time in 2 days, so that helps, but still pretty nasty out. So we'll go start the water, move their feed wagon up, check that cow that I darted 2 days ago. I had 2 cows that were getting some pink eye, and so I darted them. We'll see how they look. Here comes one of the bottle calves here to get their grain. I'll go and grab that other one. This one needs a little bit of encouragement to eat. So we'll go over here and walk and push her up there. And once he gets over there, sees the grain, he gets after it. And like I said in the last video, planning on weaning them next Friday. They're both taken to the grain fairly well. But yeah, we will put this cut back in the barn. And I guess I forgot, before we go over there, I'm going to throw a few flakes of this brome hay to these first calf heifers. And as you can see, it's probably not the most efficient way I have to do it. But I had to open up that bale right there probably a couple weeks ago, and I've been using it as bedding and then for the calf shelter as well. But I got this bale moved up here close, so here in probably 2 days I'll be able to open that one up. But here's the cows. They enjoy it. I'm sure they wish that they could have grass all winter long. Jeez, almost fell right there. But here's the small beef. They're growing. Okay, so we'll head to the Jeep, head to the big pasture. First things first, we'll turn the water on, move the feed wagon, see how full she is. We might need to pitchfork a little bit of hay off that back sedan bale. Those cows don't really like it as much as that grass and alfalfa, which makes sense, you know. So we'll make them eat that. My plan is tomorrow to bring the hay wagon back here, refill it, and take it back up there. But like I said, it's been so muddy. We'll see if we'll even be able to get it out there and then bring it back. So stay tuned. We're walking up here to the shed, and we'll take you guys on another time lapse to the pasture. So we just got here. Those time lapses work pretty cool. It's actually kind of fun to see that looking back. But we just got to the pasture. Like I said, very muddy. It's gonna be hard to get that hay wagon out of here, so if we can't, we might have to just bring an alfalfa bale to the cows on the back of my truck and just dump it off. I don't like doing that because there's a lot of waste, but you know, they got to get that protein. So we'll see what happens when we get over there. But we're just pulling up here to the water. We'll turn that on, check on their mineral right there. Well, as I pull up, it actually looks like they didn't drink much from last night, so we will probably still start it so it's completely full, so I don't regret not and have to be sitting here tonight until who knows how long. But I will twist this on, we'll start. Okay, so I just got her backed up. This is pretty cool. I'll show you guys how it works. So these tires swivel, and this right here unhooks so you can move it back and forth so you don't have to get it exactly perfect. There we go. I got the camera set up. I'll jump on this side, kind of show you how it works. So you unhook it and it slides back and forth, which is really handy, so you don't have to get it exactly perfect when you back up, which is hard when you don't have a backup camera or nothing and you're by yourself. So you take the pin, slide it through, and the cool part is so I have it off right now, I click it back in. Ideally, you back up, put it in reverse, this pushes back and it connects, and then you can pull forward. And the reason I do it is you can see, looks like a feed jar pin where they stand around it. I had moved it right here yesterday. So the day before, this was the aftermath of it. So it gets pretty sloppy, and you know, we're in tall CRP, like I said, you can't even tell. So just imagine what it would be like, you know, if you're just in a small pen, you know, it'd be a muddy mess. So we'll pull this forward a little bit. Looking at this feed, these calves are still chewing on it, and these cows, they're all, I mean, most of them are content. They were all laying down when I pulled up. So I don't think they're hungry by all means. We're gonna leave it, make them work for it. I don't like babying the cows. I like them to kind of work for me, not me work for them. So we'll leave it, let them chew on it. When we come back this evening, we'll take a look at it. But like I said, probably tomorrow morning if it freezes. It's supposed to freeze tonight, sorry. It's supposed to freeze tonight, so if I wake up early, pull it back to the house and have it back here before it starts unthawing, I think that's probably gonna be the best idea. So we're gonna do that. So while we're here, we'll just walk through these cows real quick. There's number 70, one of my favorite heifers right there. She's pretty cool, brown belly, she's pretty tame. There's our 2-year-old bull. And I'll show you guys kind of what we look for in the cow's poop to kind of tell you if they're eating enough. So let me see here. Oh, here's a good example. So right here, there's kind of some lines in the poop, if you can see that, and it's kind of all in one big lump. So, you know, it falls out and it just stays there. That means they're probably not getting the nutritional need that they probably need. And this is what I liked to see, is this. Just a very soft cow pie. Here's another one. I really like that. That means they're getting enough protein, they're eating enough, they're eating good forage, and that's gonna help them grow, especially those cows when we're trying to breed them back. So we need them to have good body condition. There's that 4-year-old bull. They need to have good body condition so they don't lose that pregnancy down the road. They're also milking their calf. Their calf's milking them, so they need to be in good health there so that they milk good. And you know, it's been cold, it's winter, so it's just hard on those cows right now. So if we can get them the best forage that they can get, ideally that's what we want to do. There's 82 sucking on her mom. Bull's licking his leg. But yeah, we'll hop in the Jeep here real quick, back up, hook that on, and we'll pull it forward just maybe 10 feet or so. So it did its job. She hooked on. I ended up pulling her up. Like I said, not very much. Just enough to get out of that mess so those cows aren't stepping in it and those calves aren't stepping in it. Hopefully they get to work on this bale. They've made some good work up here on the front where the alfalfa and the prairie hay was at. So what we'll do now is disconnect this from the trailer, get her picked up, and we'll drive back, check on that water, and see how that looks. Before that, I'll just give you guys a video of the cows. I'll drive through them. I want to check on that number 62, see how she's doing. Okay, here's 62. It was her left eye that I want to look at. We'll see if she lets me see it. Oh yeah, it looks completely fine. I'll look on my phone and see if I took a picture. If I don't think I did, I'll make sure I remember to do that next time. But you know, it was super foggy. You could clearly tell something was irritating it, and it was draining real bad. I mean, it looked like she had been crying for days. But since we're out here, give you guys a tour of these cows and their calves. Everyone's sucking. There's a nice white heifer. Big steer right there. Like I said, these calves were born October, November, and then a few in December. Just a really nice set of calves. We're really happy with them. Kind of our plan is we're gonna feed them out at the feed yard. My dad actually manages a feed yard out in western Kansas, and we'll probably just send them there, retain ownership of them, and we'll feed them out all the way through. A lot of guys like to sell them at the sale barn when they're 600-700 pounds when they want to wean them, but I think we're gonna feed them out this year, so we'll talk about that in later videos. There's a nice steer calf right there, 74. A lot of color to him. Everyone looks pretty content. It doesn't really worry me that they're not eating. They all look fine. All their poop looks fine. So I'm not complaining about them. I'm sure they're not complaining either. You know, I'm sure they wish they could have more alfalfa, which they'll get tomorrow regardless. But just look at this little piece of CRP. I'm 6 foot tall and it comes up to my nose. I mean, that's what a lot of this is, that tall. It's quite impressive. It's a perfect place for these cows to be this winter. All right, so we got her twisted off. Leave that pipe in there. Probably on Sunday, I'll put the float back on it so I don't have to worry about filling it once or twice a day. But for right now, it's just, like I said in my first video, the water line goes over 1.5 miles to the shutoff. So if I froze it up here and a pipe burst, and it's pretty hilly out here, I mean, there's hills and it goes over, which one of these days when it gets nice, I can give you guys kind of a tour of this place. But it's just not worth it to me to keep it on and potentially risk what's the word I'm looking for? Freezing up. There we go. If you guys stick along with me, you'll understand that I do that here every once in a while. But yeah, there's no reason for it to freeze up. You know, like I said, it's 2 miles from the house. I'm not worried about driving over here 2 times if I have to. So I think today that's gonna wrap up the video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it this far, please subscribe. It helps me out. It keeps me motivated to keep doing it. You guys have been good so far to me, so we'll keep on making these videos and kind of see how far we go. So appreciate it. Catch you guys in the next one.